Hey guys, Yard Cow here. I'm the head trader here at GC Trading Systems, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can master support and resistance. All right. So this video is a part of my completely free futures trading course. So if you want to watch the other videos of this course, go ahead and go to our website. I have the link in the description of this video, or you can join our completely free Discord and get it in there as well. But let's get started. All right, so here are the contents for this video. So first, I'm going to show you guys what is support and resistance. Then I'm going to show you guys why does support and resistance occur and how to spot it. Third, where to enter trades. And then number 4, I'm briefly going to touch on sweeps. This is really for another video though. And then finally, we're going to look at some live chart examples. All right. Okay, so what is support and resistance? Well, support and resistance are clear levels where price bounces or rejects. Okay, so if we take a look at this screenshot over here, we can see we have this red rectangle and then this green rectangle, right? Well, you can see that price comes up here and then rejects. Comes up here, rejects. Same thing, rejects right there again. Pretty much rejects right there, a little bit below, but it rejects that area. And then rejects again right here. So this is resistance, okay? Resistance is always going to be above price, okay? Always going to be above price. And then down here, you can see price kind of bounces here. It wicks this right here. Price bounces here, bounces there, bounces right there, there, and then finally kind of just breaks through here. So this is support, okay? Support is always below price. So resistance is above price, support is below price. Okay, so we're just going to go through some examples right here. So let's say we have this one candlestick, and let's say price keeps climbing, keeps going up, right? And then let's say finally price rejects right there. So why did price reject at that level? Well, in simple terms, there were more sellers than buyers at that level. So that made price fall. This is also known as supply. There was more supply than demand right here, so price fell. Okay, so that's supply. And then let's say price bounced and then went back up to that same level, that same price level, and then let's say price fell, right? Why did price fall again? Same thing. There were more sellers than buyers. Supply, right? More supply than demand. So now since we have two very defined rejections at that same price level, we can go ahead and we can draw our resistance right here, this red rectangle. So that is our resistance. Now let's say price goes back up again and it rejects, right? Well, there's more supply than demand right there, okay? Now let's say price is running down, okay? And then let's say price bounces here. Why did price bounce? Well, simple terms, there were more buyers than sellers at this level, also known as demand. There was more demand than supply at this level, so price went higher. Now let's say price drops again to that same level, that same price level, and let's say it bounces, right? Why did it bounce? Because there were more buyers than sellers. There was more demand than supply. So we have those 2 points at that same price level. So we can go ahead and we can draw our support right there. And then same thing, let's say price comes back down, right? Bounces that level, demand, right? So there's our support level right there. Okay, so now we're going to look at where not to enter trades. Okay, after this, we're going to look at where to enter, but first we got to look at where not to enter trades. Okay, so let's say we have this support level right here. Well, if we have that support level right there, we definitely do not want to sell into support. Okay, so we do not want to get short right here. Yes, there is a chance that price can break this level and run down, but generally, selling right into support is never really a smart idea because there's always that chance that price will just bounce it again. So now we're going to look at where to enter. So you can see we have this exact same support level right here. Okay, so one thing that we can do is we can look to buy at support. So we can see price is starting to bounce this same support level. We have this really nice key reversal. If you don't know what a key reversal is, go ahead and watch the candlestick video in the futures trading course. Same thing, it's on the website. But yeah, so we have this really nice key reversal at this support level, right? That could be a potential buy. We can look to buy that right there. Okay, so that could be a very good setup. Or let's say price starts breaking through this support, remember from earlier, support is always below price and resistance is always above price. So now since this support level is above price, right here, you can see we broke, right? So this support level is above, this support level becomes resistance. So if price is breaking through this level, we can look to sell the break. Okay, so we can kind of see that price is starting to break this level and we can look to get short here. So that is definitely another area where you can look to enter on those nice breaks of support and resistance. Or we can look to sell the break and retest. So let's say price breaks through the support. Remember, support becomes resistance. Let's say we run back up here and we retest that previous support, which is now resistance. And then let's say we kind of start falling down here. Let's say we get some type of confirmation. We can look to get short right there. So that is a break and retest. We are breaking the support, which is now resistance, and then we are retesting it, and then we're getting short. Okay, so that is another decent place to enter a trade. All right, so now we're going to look at resistance again. So where not to enter. We definitely don't want to buy into resistance. So we do not want to try to buy right into this area, okay? Because price rejected here, right? We just don't really want to take our chances trying to buy into that. It doesn't mean it's not going to break, right? But there is definitely a good chance that price can fall from this level, okay? So we definitely do not really want to try to buy into that area. So now with resistance, we can look at where to enter. So we can look to sell at support. Okay, so at this level, remember price rejected here, right? We can look to take some type of trade right here if we see our setup. Okay, that would be a nice area to get short if you see your setup. So you can get short right there, price falls, right? That's a pretty solid area to try to get short if you see your setup. Or we can look to buy the break. So let's say price starts breaking through this level. Well, this was resistance, right? But now if price is up here, this level is below price. So then this resistance becomes support. So we can look to buy when price is breaking out of that area, and we can look for that push up. Another option is we can look to buy the break and retest. So if price breaks this area, retests this level, which was resistance, is now support, have this nice key reversal, we can look to buy right there, and boom. So those are some areas at where you can look to trade, okay? So you definitely don't want to try to buy right into resistance, okay? You don't want to try to sell right into support. You want to try to sell at support. You want to try to buy the break of the resistance or buy the break and retest. So those are all some pretty solid examples at where to enter trades. Another thing that I want to talk about are sweeps. So we'll talk more about this in a later video, but I just want to give you guys a few little examples right here, just so you guys can kind of watch out for them. So we have this resistance right here. You can see price breaking through this level, and then you can see price just tanks right back through that level and runs back down here. So this right here is called a sweep, okay? So I bet a lot of people got stopped out trying to buy this break. I bet a lot of people got stopped right here. Okay, so that's a sweep right there. It's faking a lot of people out. So again, we'll talk more about that in a later video, but here's an example of a sweep of a support level. So you can see we have this support right here. Price is breaking through. I bet a lot of people got short right here, and then tons of people probably got stopped right here, and price just swept back into that area. So yeah, again, we'll talk more about this in a later video in the free future trading course, but for now, let's go take a look at a real chart. All right, so here is TradingView. We are on NQ on a 1 minute time frame. So I'm just going to go through here and just start drawing some support and resistance to help you guys get a feel for it. So let's get started. All right, so right here, you can see price kind of comes up here, starts pulling back right here. So what is that? Well, there's more sellers than buyers there. There's supply, okay? And then you can see come back up here. Where do we reject? Pretty much the same area. So we can go ahead, we can take our little rectangle, we can draw our resistance right there. And then you can see price kind of holds there for a little bit, and then price breaks through this. So you can see that nice little break right there. Price ran off of that. If you look over here too, you can see price kind of broke this, or price kind of bounced this little area right here, bounced it again. And so you can kind of draw that right there. And then price came back down, bounced it there, right? So there's some resistance, there's some support right here. We can, if we wanted to, we can make this green just to help us identify it better. And then I think over here, yeah, so let me delete this real quick just to clear it up. So this resistance right here, you can see price rejects right there, rejects right there. And over here, you can see it's still holding this level over here, right? Kind of rejects it just right before it right there, hits it right there, and then finally breaks through right there. So you can see that resistance level still holding all the way over here. Over here, you see this nice little range. So we can kind of draw our resistance right here. You can see price rejects right there, rejects there, there, and there. So maybe draw your zone kind of like that right there. One thing too, another really important thing is not every trader is going to draw their support and resistance exactly the same. Maybe one trader will, only kind of draw that top piece right there. Maybe someone will kind of take that whole area. It really depends. It really depends on the trader. For me personally, I like to kind of just draw the bigger piece of the zone so I kind of know where that whole area is. Um, I know that some people kind of use lines, just like a single line like that. But again, that's so, that's like one price level. Every trader is different, but just kind of go through, just kind of get a feel for what you like. Right here, we kind of have this support as well. Let's make this green. So we can see price bounces there, kind of sweeps below right there. So again, I bet a lot of traders kind of got stopped right there, or sorry, stopped right here. I bet a lot of people got short right here, and then they put their stop loss right there, and price swept this level, ran back up. So, but yeah, you can see price bounce there, swept right there, bounce, bounce. You can see it bouncing throughout all this, and then you get that break right there. So let's keep going here. Looks like we have another little area right here. You got your resistance right here. And then looks like you got your support somewhere, somewhere in there. So right here, you can kind of see that break, and then you see that retest right there. Price kind of retests into that area, and then it runs down further. So there's kind of a little break and retest, a little bit messy, a little bit wicky. This is in the afternoon on Friday, so going to be a little bit choppy. But yeah, let's keep going. All right, so over here we kind of have another little support level right here. So we can go ahead, we can draw that. You see price kind of bounce it there, just that little wick. We don't really see it there yet. You probably kind of start seeing it like somewhere right around here. You get that sweep right there, and then price breaks through here. We get that retest back into that support, which is now resistance, and then price runs down from there. Also, just to draw your resistance, you can draw it up there. Over here, here's kind of a little example of a pretty big break and retest. Probably looks a lot cleaner on like a 5 minute, but right here we have this resistance. You can see price comes up here, rejects right there, and then has trouble right there. But then you can see how we finally break through it, and then we retest. We pull back to that level, kind of do like a little double bottom on it, kind of bounce it right there, and then it runs up. So kind of like a little break and retest. Again, that probably looks cleaner on the 5 minutes. Right here, here's an example of a sweep. Again, we'll talk a lot more about this in a later video. These sweeps can give you some really, really, really great trade setups. So yeah, we'll talk about this in a later video, but you have this support right here. Let me make this green real quick. So bounce, bounce, bounce right there, right? Bounce it a few times. Start breaking below this. I bet a lot of traders got short right there, and then they probably put their stop somewhere up here. They got stopped right there, and they got squeezed. So yeah, that's a nice little sweep right there. All right, so over here you can kind of see this downtrend that we have. You can see price kind of started to top out right there, so we have some resistance. Started making some lower lows, lower highs, right? And then right here we kind of formed this little area of support right there, and then price kind of broke below this, retested that, and then ran lower. So nice little break and retest right there for a scalp. So I really hope you're starting to see how these support and resistance levels can help you with your trading. They are really important, and every trader should know how to draw support and resistance. It's just really good to know kind of where you're at in the market, just to help kind of increase your probability with trading, just so you're not buying into resistance or selling right into support, or trying to look for those breakouts or those break and retests, just to know where you're at in the market. And another thing too is make sure you're not just drawing every little support and resistance that you see on your chart. You don't want to overwhelm your chart like this, so just kind of make sure that you're just keeping the main levels that you see on the chart. Don't really go crazy with it. Don't start drawing a million levels, right? Just kind of keep it simple. That's one thing that a lot of new traders start doing, is they start drawing a bunch of levels. Just keep it simple, okay? And then just keep practicing at spotting those levels and seeing how price reacts. Price rejects, price breaks, if it breaks and retest, if it sweeps, right? So, and one more thing, feel free to check out my completely free future trading course. You can find that on my website, gctradingsystems.com, or in our Discord. I'll have the links for both of those in the description of this video. I go over pretty much everything you need to know for futures trading. I even give some nice little strategies and setups that you can kind of see if you like. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video helped. Feel free to leave a comment below if you have any questions, and go ahead and join our Discord. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.